Hey, what is up guys, Asquare here bringing you first ever interview video on my channel. In this video, we'll be talking to two members of the leadership of AintNobody Family. So let's begin the interview. So for the first guest, we have Theo. Say hi, man.
Hello.
Guys, Theo is a prominent war general as well as leading Ain't No Thang, the sister clan of AintNobody right now. And for our second guest, we have Killer.
What's up guys, this is Killer. Anu, thanks for having me.
Killer is our Lord Savior, the base builder and a war general as well, and without him I don't think that AintNobody would have achieved that platform at which it is right now. So guys, how are you feeling to be on my channel finally?
My pleasure.
Thanks for having us on,
The pleasure is all mine. Okay guys, so let's begin with the interview, shall we?
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay, guys, I have been a part of AintNobody Family since the time I was it was a regular clan war, and now that AintNobody participates in a league, I know that the journey was not easy. So Theo, my question with you is that what were some troubles that leadership faced, some hiccups that leadership faced during that growth time, and what tips would you give to someone if they want their clan to be in CWL?
Well, starting off, we were just one of those clans that like to win in our random matchups that we spun every day. And then eventually it got to the point where we were talking about more friendly wars with some more war prominent clans. And then we started arranging those. And our first war was actually against Michigan Rose. And at that time, they were in Season 2 for CWL. And being our first serious arranged war, it was pretty hyped. And then when we won, we were really hyped. So that was the start of when we started getting into competitive play.
I see. So that means that when you had your first arranged war with Michigan Roses, and when you actually won that war, it really motivated the family to participate in high-level wars.
Yes. After that, we started arranging more and more wars, with other CWL clans mostly, sometimes maybe not in league play, but still prominent. And about that time is when we started looking into other leagues, because CWL was in the middle of Season 2 at that time. So we weren't able to make it into that season. I'll put it that way. So then we looked at NDL, which just started up, and I have to give credit to Anu, who told me about it. All the information comes from you.
Yeah, so at that time I was really hyped to be in a league clan, and I wanted AintNobody to be in some league, and I heard about NDL and it was really good, and that is why I informed Keegan as well as Theo about it, and then the rest is history.
Yep, and for NDL we signed up into the featherweight division, which has a default breakdown of 0, 5, 15, because how do I put it? NDL accepted a lot of clans that were unknown, or it was their first time competing in a league environment like us. So then their breakdowns, they had a lot of varied breakdowns, and we just applied for the lowest one because we weren't quite sure what level we were at. So we started in NDL, and then we racked up a lot of wins, and we're still in NDL right now, going into the playoff.
That's great. Theo, let's just quickly complete this question by what are the troubles that you and leadership actually faced in the small journey till competing in high-level wars? Killer, you can add your view as well here.
So the main kind of problem we would face is that we would arrange wars, and then sometimes it would fall through. It depends on the time that both clans like to start at, and if they don't agree on a time, then sometimes the war doesn't go through, and that's just rather unfortunate. We'll have to give up on that war.
Right. Okay. So that was quite an information, guys, coming directly from the leadership that worked so hard to get a clan somewhere. Moving on to the second question. The question is for you, Killer. Killer, you're there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Killer, the question that I recently get asked all the time since I am interacting with community right now is that why Brutus from Brutal Raids, and as we know Kagan retired so suddenly, can you share some insight as to what actually happened in a very brief manner, and what or how actually it would affect the clan family, positively or negatively?
Well, yes. So, since a while before we started CWL, he told us he was getting a little burnt out, and on the first few wars of CWL, we warred the only right clans, and we put up great scores. Actually, we nearly beat them both, but we weren't doing so well because we were new to the war scene. We weren't used to this type of opponent, and we were a bit unorganized too. And the burnout, the trouble it gave to organize the clan wars, and I think Keegan just flew. He just kind of lost his mind.
Yeah,
Nobody blames him. We know he put a lot of effort into his YouTube channel and Clash of Clans in general. We just wish it hadn't gone down that way.
Definitely, Killer. It's nobody's fault if they are just simply burnt out of the game. You cannot just enjoy the game once you lose the interest, and especially at that level of war. And like, you need that temperament as to when you have to devote yourself entirely for that league.
Yeah, exactly.
So, how would that affect the AintNobody family, if it would in any way?
I don't think it did, and I'm not sure if it was a coincidence, but we started beating everyone ever since Keegan left. Our stats have improved so much. I was kind of dazed by. I thought we would have to make some sort of comeback, or make some extra effort to not crash or sink as a clan. But we actually started doing a lot better.
Okay.
And we're doing great now.
That's great. That's really good to hear. That's really music to my ear. Okay, Killer. Again, I have another question for you, Theo. You can add your points as well. Killer, Theo. Do you want to add something to the previous question?
I think Killer covered all of it.
Yeah, okay. I thought that pretty much as well. Okay, so the next question is regarding the current AintNobody scene that is going on in CWL and NDL, and what are some future plans if the leadership has in mind for AintNobody family? Can you share something with us?
Sure. So Theo covered our NDL history really well. I just wanted to add that at the beginning we would smash everyone without any problems. We were facing considerably weaker clans. We had some experience in friendly wars, not in competitive play, but the other clans didn't have experience in competitive play either, so we were in a good spot. Right now, we are in the playoffs. We are going to war a clan called Invincibles next week for the losers bracket finals. If we win that war, we're warring the current leader of the competition, which is Talhadeca Knights. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes.
If we lose that war, we're out. If we win, we're gonna have to war them again because it's the losers bracket, and it's just how that works.
Okay.
And we're looking good. I think we got a great shot at winning the NDL-FW. About CWL, as I said, we had a kind of a rough start. We weren't used to this type of competition, and we lost the first few wars, actually really close, 71-70 and 70-70 tied on stars. They won on percentage against LP4 Hades and Grandma's Army, which are currently the best clans in CWL, right?
Yeah, exactly what I wanted to say. These two clans are currently the leading clans of CWL Lite.
Yeah.
So what is the future plan like for Season 4 CWL or Season 2 NDL?
We're not sure yet. We haven't really looked into other leagues other than NDL and CWL because we're really busy with planning strategy and stuff, because we're having two competitions at the same time. But we always like to look to all sorts of leagues, fair play leagues, of course. We might go into NDL in a higher league. We might go on CWL next year too. You never know. It's too soon. We're busy.
Okay, but the possibility is always there, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So final question is most important, because currently, if you guys are following my channel right now, I'm covering Ain't No Thanks War Attacks, and I'm really interested in asking this question to Theo. Theo, can you tell us what are some of the future plans for ANT as an individual clan? Because till now ANT is, I think ANT haven't been in any serious arranged war, or neither in any CWL or any kind of league war. So what are some of the plans that you specifically have in mind for ANT? Do you want it to be like Ain't Nobody, like be maybe like rival clans, future rival clans, or do you want them to grow parallelly as well?
Yeah, that's a good question. For ANT, we have a lot of good players actually. That most of them come to ANT to apply for Ain't Nobody after going through our trial process, but a lot of them hang around as well. So then the next step for ANT right now is trial wars into MLCW. So we've got a roster starting up, and hopefully we get accepted into the trial wars, and then eventually accepted into season 5 of MLCW.
Oh, that's great. So Ain't No Thang is basically aiming for MLCW, right?
Yes.
Are there any other leagues that are in your head going on, that some potential leagues that you want to join maybe?
For now, I think we should aim for MLCW, and once we plant our feet there, once we stabilize, we might start taking a look into more leagues as well.
That sounds fair enough. So that sums up my questions that I had with these two awesome leaders. Guys, do you have any other insight that you want to share that I didn't cover in this question regarding the AintNobody family or anything in general?
Yes, I'd like to add that right now we're one of the strongest clans in CWL Light, and if you're facing us, you should be scared. I just wanted to say that.
Preach, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the killer.
Incredible.
That's the killer. We all know.
Just saying.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this interview. If you guys have any other question that you want to ask these two awesome leaders, or if you have to ask to me, let me know in the comment section down below, and maybe we can make a part 2 of this interview where we will interview some other leaders of Ain't Nobody. And let me tell you, there are more awesome people in Ain't Nobody from which we can learn so much. Till the time, this is Asquare, and I'll see you in my next video. Guys, say see ya.
See ya.
See ya.
I thought you guys would make it a little bit interesting, but anyway.